Alright guys, welcome back to another Pokemon Go video. Today is going to be the entire of February events that will be going on. We have gone over a few of these already. However, a lot more information has come out for the entire February, so I thought we would look into it. I'm going to leave this picture up for 5 seconds on the video without any commentary. If you do want to just pause the video, take a copy of it, screenshot on your phone, etc., go right ahead, and then we will look into each individual bit further on down. So, be right back. Alright guys, and we are back. So, let's go over each individual event that is currently been announced for February. You never know if any more are going to come up. However, there is some really good surprises, as you saw for the infographic we saw earlier. So let's go through it. So, Crackling Voltage, we are already involved in that event. Tapu Koko Shiny. Not the greatest event ever. However, if you can get a few Beldums, always the better. You've got the Team Rocket Takeover event. Probably the main thing about that is you can take away frustration from your Pokemon. Always good for Shadow Pokemon if you can get rid of that frustration move and also add something new. Like for Charizard you want Blast Burn, Venusaur, Frenzy Plant, Blastoise you want Hydro Cannon, Mewtwo you want Shadow Ball, Psycut, that kind of stuff. There will be a new Pokemon that Giovanni travels with, which is Shadow Edgesteel. Once again, as I said in the video, I'm not going to get that. I'm going to save my my Rocket Radar for something like a Shadow Rayquaza, which will probably be coming in the future. So the next one will be Noibat Community Day, which is happening this weekend on Sunday, 2 PM till 5 PM. Going to be a good event. Get a lot of Stardust. Nothing more really to say other than it's a bit soon to be having Noibat as a shiny, but it's what brings in money, so it's going to happen. Valentine's Day event. This can actually be a really good event because you get a lot of Pokemon that gives extra Stardust during this event. So you can get a Mega out and get a lot of Stardust, put some Star Pieces on, and increase the most valuable resource on the game, which is Stardust, because Stardust is used on everything. Candy is individual, Stardust is throughout the entire game. I'm guessing with that as well, you've got the Love Disc Limited Research Day. If you did not get a shiny Love Disc from Pokemon Go Fest, this is where you get one. I don't think it mentions if it's got higher shiny rate. However, I would assume so. And to be honest, Love Disc isn't that great of a Pokemon, but I did get one during the event, so I probably won't be going super hard for that event. I'll probably just do it as and when during that day. Same thing with the next thing, which is the Battle Weekend. For Vulpix, there's not that much for Vulpix to use really. It doesn't seem that mega meta in the game. It doesn't. The shiny's pretty cool, but other than that, not really anything to go off. However, if you are low on Stardust, I will say that Go Battle Weekend is a great place to get Stardust. Put a Star Piece on for a few hours and do your Battle Weekend, and you will come away with a lot of Stardust. It is, I think, the number one way of getting Stardust in this game, just because of how much you get from just doing battles and research, things like that. So, moving on to the big events of the month, which is Pokemon Go Tour Las Vegas, Primal Rumblings event, and the Hoenn Tour. We have spoken a lot about this event. They are going to be huge events, especially with the Rayquaza coming back just before the global event, and the Mega Latios and Latios. It does beg the question are they going to bring out a Apex Shadow Rayquaza? So if you looked at the Johto one, you got the Apex Ho-Oh and the Apex Lugia. And I can see them bringing out Apex versions of either Rayquaza or Latios and Latias. I just can't see why they brought them out just before the event. There's got to be some kind of surprise coming. That's what I think is going to happen anyway. And then you've obviously got the global event and the Las Vegas event, which will near enough mirror match each other. And to be honest, just them two Pikachus in that picture, I will be trying to get shiny because I do like a good shiny Pikachu. I will try and collect them all one day. Some of them are out of my reach because they were only available once, or not supposed to be available but were available. So let's go into raids during this event because there is a lot more information on raids at the moment. So 5-star raids during the month of February. So you have Registeel, which will know Zap Cannon. This is from the 1st of February all the way to the 8th of February. Then you've got Tapu Lele during the Valentine's Day event. This will be shiny for the first time, just like the Tapu Koko was for the Voltage event that is currently ongoing. That is from the 8th to the 15th of Feb. Then from the 15th of Feb to the 22nd of Feb, you'll have Regirock, which knows the exclusive move for him anyway. With Earthquake, he didn't know this move before. And then, obviously, the huge one of the month for me is Rayquaza from the 22nd to March the 1st. Obviously, this does ignore February 25th and 26th, which will be all 4 forms of Deoxys. Which, for me, and I'm sure many other Pokemon Go players, these have been back many times, and everyone has them now. So, unless they're going to do something different and change costumes, they're not really that worth it. So, your 5-star raids, they're not going to get much use, if I'm honest, when you've got the primals out anyway. So, let's get on to our mega raids for the month. Oh, and as I didn't mention, but I did mention it in the previous video, Breaking Swipe for Rayquaza, I think is going to be a meta killer. The fact that it's a free charge move and you can use it in PvP, super fast charge move as well. Done. Anyway, let's look at Mega Raids because this is where a surprise new Mega has appeared. So, we will go over all the Megas that we know already coming out, and then we'll go over the second one, which is Gardevoir, which could be a bit confusing, but we'll look at that in a sec. So, Gengar from February 1st to February 8th. That is an amazing ghost type. I think it's the best ghost type on the game so at the moment. So if you haven't got a Mega, definitely get that energy up. You don't have to always go for the 1500. I have personally. Doesn't mean you have to yourselves. Just get yourselves that 200, 300 energy so you can get one done. And then if you do happen to do a couple more raids, then get 3 Mega'd up and then do them every week, and you will eventually get to max level for free without having to use raid passes. Mega Pidgeot from the 15th of Feb to February 22nd. I actually think this is a good one for a lot of reasons. 1, Mega Pidgeot looks so cool. 2, the shiny form is also out. And 3, if you have a lot of Pidgeys lying around, having a Mega Pidgeot that you can Silver Pineapple and get loads of candy for will help everyone out with EXP from evolving a Pidgey, and this is just the best way to get Pidgey candy easily. So that's why I think that's going to be such an amazing Mega Week. Not because of the Pokemon itself, but because of the candy you can do to evolve and get a lot of EXP, especially for lower level accounts. So, Latios and Latias. This is going to be probably one of the hardest events, like Megas, throughout the month. As well as the Kyogre and Groudon, they're going to need at least 6 to 8 people per. I think actually no, even more, 8 to 10 people to get a good energy rating from it. Otherwise, you are going to spend a lot of raid passes on getting these and the Mega Energy to do so. That's if you do want to max. If you didn't want to max, you are looking at 1 to 3 raids, because they are 300 energy each. And then obviously Kyogre and Groudon, they're only here for 2 days, but that is going to be a killer of an event. There will be so many people out, you will not struggle to take these down, and you should be able to get at least 900 energy to do at least 3 of them. So, on to the confusing one, which is the God of War Mega. Now, for me personally, I thought they were going to do a double Mega week where you could do God of War and Glade at the same time, get the different Mega Energies, and then obviously it'd be like a yin and yang kind of thing. However, God of War will be a very powerful Pokemon, especially being a Fairy and Psychic. I do think it's going to be an amazing Pokemon to have in your team. I do have 3 100%, so I will be going for top energy for this, so I can get a maxed out 3 God of Wars ready to go and ready for any event moving forward for Psychic and Fairy types, because I don't have that many Fairy type Megas. I don't think I've actually got one, because I don't have the Altaria yet. I missed out on that. I missed out on a few of them, unfortunately. Right, let's go into the raid hours for the 5-star Pokemon. So, as you can see on the screen here, you have, on February 1st, 6 till 7, you have Registeel. February 8th, 6 till 7, you have Tapu Lele. February 15th, 6 till 7, you have Regirock. And then the big one, February 22nd, 6 till 7, Rayquaza. If it was me, and you weren't using the free raid pass for the day, I would be saving my extra raid passes for the Rayquaza, because I do still think they're going to do something with Rayquaza. They have to, because obviously they're going to bring primals out. Rayquaza is the one that sorts it out with a Mega from its primals, so definitely try and get as much Rayquaza energy as you can, and unless you do a lot of PvP, Registeel would also be a decent one to go for, because it is quite highly used in PvP. Pokemon Spotlight Hours, here you go. This is exactly what you need. So, February 7th here, 2 times EXP for evolving Pokemon. I think that's after, is that before or after the Mega? Oh, Mega Pidgeot's after. That's a shame. If this would have been down here at February 21st, this would have been perfect, because you could have got a lot of XP from getting Pidgeys and then evolving them during this raid hour. However, doesn't really matter, because there's going to be obviously a lot of Pidgey out during this hour. So definitely get yourselves out, because it is only 12 Pidgey candy to evolve. So get yourselves out, get your Mega out, and basically try and get as much candy for these Pidgeys as possible, and then obviously evolve them all during the event. Woobat, good shiny to be coming that came out in GoFest of 2021. Not really that meta of a Pokemon, however, 2 times Stardust for catching Pokemon. So get your start pieces ready and go on just an hour walk wherever you are. You don't have to go to a very populated place. You can just walk around your local village or town, and you should get a lot of Stardust for this event. Jigglypuff, I'd say, because the new Jigglypuff from Scarlet and Violet, sorry, spoilers if you haven't played the game, I would say these, because it won't impact due to it being a different Jigglypuff. So, this one's not really going to be important for me personally. I don't have a shiny, so I might try and get one. And then Slacking, it's just a useless Pokemon. I hate seeing it at the top of my list, and if it wasn't for me maxing it out near enough on comm day, it wouldn't be there. I would have transferred it by now. Field research. So we are already into the research for Bagon, Furfrou, Dino, Goomy, Delibird, Mr. Mime. So these haven't changed and will be there for the entire of Feb all the way up till March. And as we've gone through all these already, I'm not going to look into it much, but time research, you do get XP, rare candy, and an encounter with Vulpix. But other than that, there's not really much more new information to show you. So I'm just going to leave this video here. Let's just go back up to the infographic. In case you did miss it earlier, I'll put it back on screen here. So you can take a screenshot and show everyone what's coming out in February and go over this news with them. Remember to pass on this information. It's not only just through YouTube, it needs to be passed on to everyone in the community that does play Pokemon Go, so we can all have an amazing event and month to try and get as many powerful Pokemon as we can. So thank you all for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and I will speak to you all in the next one.